Hey everyone, it's Maribel Blue. Welcome to this special unfiltered edition. I'm not going to put this in the pathetically unfiltered news and reactions. I wanted to come in and share my thoughts on the death of Rob Reiner very unexpectedly with his wife. Very terrible to hear yesterday. As I was editing the video that I just posted earlier today, my father came into my office last night and showed me that Rob Reiner had possibly died. Now, at that time, we weren't sure. They said there were two people that were found that were presumed to be them, but they were not sure until it was actually verified. Very, very disturbing. If you are new to this channel, I do news and reactions, and I also do some other content that I'm actually working on now, some major content that I'm working on for the Unfiltered Rabbit Hole. And if you are not new, welcome back. So let's get into this article here on Yahoo talking about Rob Reiner and his career. And of course, we have to talk about Donald Trump and his comments, which were absolutely unnecessary. Brian Tyler Cohen also did a video on this and talked about the different comments that people have put down, but I will go ahead and link that video below. So let's get into this article. So on Yahoo Entertainment, we just have some breaking news that actually broke earlier today with regards to Rob Reiner. His son Nick has been arrested on murder charges after director and his wife found dead at their LA home. So it looks like Nick Reiner has been arrested. He's being held without bail. He stabbed his parents. I just cannot understand what the fuck is going on here. Longtime Hollywood actor and director Rob Reiner and his wife Michele Singer Reiner were found dead in their Los Angeles home on Sunday afternoon, and their 32-year-old son was taken into custody and booked on murder charges. Paramedics responded to a call for medical aid at the residence of in Brentwood neighborhood around 3:30 in the afternoon, and they found Reiner 78 and Singer Reiner 70 dead. According to multiple reports, they had suffered stab wounds. The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department announced on Monday afternoon that Nick Reiner was booked for murder and is being held without bail. Bail had been initially set at $4 million. Now, Rob Reiner, he started off his career with All in the Family. He played what Archie Bunker called Meathead, but he also became a very well-known director. He directed This Is Spinal Tap, A Few Good Men, When Harry Met Sally, The Princess Bride, Stand By Me, and Misery. And everyone knows the movie Stand By Me. So, no surprise
Ridiculous here.
with Donald Trump and his Truth Social posted something here, and I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here very quickly. It is on X. I am no longer on X. I took myself off when Ilanka made that purchase, and I felt no need to privy myself to the garbage that is Twitter, which is now X, unfortunately. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away, together with his wife Michele, reportedly due to the anger he has caused through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. Let me just say that there is no such disease. It is not in the DSM-5, so that is bullshit. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations, which are also lies. Let's just put that out there, of greatness. There's nothing great going on. Let's also put that out there. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before. May Rob and Michele rest in peace. And Thomas Massey wrote in response to this, regardless of how you feel about Rob Reiner, this is inappropriate and disrespectful discourse about a man who was just brutally murdered. I guess my elected GOP colleagues, the VP and White House staff, will just ignore it because they're afraid. I challenge anyone to defend it. Let me just say this. I have never been so disgusted with anyone in my life. I mean, I'm beyond disgusted with everything that's going on with Epstein, but I'm not surprised just because of my own uncovering that I did. So I'm not surprised of all of these pictures of his connection, etc. I'm not surprised about that. What is disgusting is to put out a truth social about a man, as Thomas Massey had put down, who was brutally murdered, and you made his murder about you and about all of these things that are in your head that isn't real. This is not the representation of we the people. This man does not represent me and doesn't represent a lot of people within the United States of America. Nothing great is going on here. Other countries laugh at us for the constant stupidity that is going on day after day after day. Trust me when I tell you, there is nothing great going on here. Nothing at all. It is insane. It is disrespectful. That is just wrong. And it doesn't represent who we are. Anybody who's watching this outside of the United States, please know this tweet is not about us. I'm going to read Jack White's response, which I think Jack White represents all of us. And I quote, Trump, you disgusting, vile, egomaniac loser child. Neither he nor any of his followers can defend this vile, horrible insult to a beautiful artist who gave the world so much. To use someone's tragic death to promote your own vanity and fascist authoritarian agenda is a corrupt and narcissistic sin. Shame on you, Trump, and anyone who defends this. God bless you, Rob Reiner, and thank you for what you have gave the world. I never even met you, and I still stand by you. Jack White. What a shame. What a shame. Rob Reiner, his wife, rest in peace. It's terrible and tragic that you met this ending, and even worse than a child taking his parents' life. Now, I want to close with this. Apparently, Nick had a drug problem. And I read a comment this morning, which, of course, another stupid MAGA comment, probably someone who looks like this, said, why is it that liberals have all of these drug problems? Just like stupidity does not discriminate, drug addiction also does not discriminate. So to make a comment like that, first of all, it's very stupid, very ignorant, but again, no surprise with a MAGA mentality who refuses to use their brain and allow themselves the privilege of critical thinking. Imagine how much of a better world we would live in if you just allow the usage of your brain. So, with all that being said, this is Maribel Blues signing off. Please leave your comments below on movies that you enjoyed that Rob Reiner did, his character on All in the Family. And as always, remember, be good to yourself, be good to each other, and most importantly, take care of you. Bye, everybody.